Good morning from Stinky Cat House, and I'm here on the couch with Stinky Cat number 1, Pixie, and Stinky Cats number 2 and 3 are probably upstairs asleep. I don't know. In fact, Reggie, we haven't seen him since this morning. He wandered off somewhere into the kitchen, and then we think he went upstairs. He'll be around. But yeah, it is another occasional vlog, and it is Saturday, starting off a little later than we have done the last few weeks. But to begin with, probably not going to be huge purchases like last week, because I spent quite a bit of money last week. However, we did spend £20 on something, and I'll cut to that footage now. So I happened to notice this week that Chester were doing this thing where you paid, Chester Zoo this is, not Chester the City, doing this thing where you paid £20 and they sent you a mystery box. Now, I'm of the opinion that mystery boxes are always boxes of disappointment, but we'll see what happens here. So what they claim is this is £20 and there's £100 worth of Chester Zoo merch in here, so I'm assuming they're having a big clear out of last year's stuff or something like that. So we thought I would have a look and see what's in here. For £20, you can't go super far wrong, can you?
No, and it's going towards us.
I think if you cut this one here, then you'll probably be able to lift the lid up, won't you?
I think I've opened it upside down.
So the first thing is, there's £20 worth of entertainment trying to get the box open.
Yay!
So 40 minutes later we're in. Let's see what goodies we got. If it's 10 calendars, I'll be disappointed.
It says, well, the first thing is a postcard, and it says, there's a message on the back. We sell them in the shop. So.
Thanks so much for your purchase and support. Best wishes, Chester Zoo. We got a little Madagascar postcard, which is nice.
I'm going to save the best for last.
Okay. Oh, so we got
A penguin shopper.
a penguin shop. Oh, that's a nice little start, isn't it?
Well. I remember seeing them in
Oh,
the
okay.
shop.
So that would normally be £5.
It's actually,
So that's already a quarter of our cost in that bag.
there's actually quite a lot of stuff in here.
Oh, that's cool.
A little draft keyring.
A giraffe keyring, that's nice. How much are they normally, do you know?
I think they're about a £5.
Okay, so we're doing pretty well so far.
That's a compact. An elephant compact.
Oh, very nice.
And
Cool.
that was £5.99.
Nice. I think this is stuff we'd never buy normally, but
I feel
it's
like
cool.
That goes with the postcard. Oh, maybe not. We've got a Chester Zoo card.
Chester Zoo card.
Oh, Mother's Day's coming up. These are perfect Mother's Day cards.
So mums look away now.
And another Chester Zoo card.
They're cool. So there may be like a couple of pounds a piece.
And another Chester Zoo card. All the same.
Okay.
Pixie.
A few cards. Quite a few cards.
One of the things we were actually going to buy at the zoo.
Oh, cool. One of the metal plates, yeah. When we pressed them, they were around, were they nearly like £10?
Those, that size I think were £6.99.
£6.99.
We did a bigger version as well.
So already we've hit our £20. Unfortunately, Pixie's not cooperating with us.
Oh, I like this. It's
Oh,
a lens
cool.
screen cloth, but it's a barley cell and the price is on that as well.
So that'd normally be £4.
And another card.
So we have like I think there's 4 or 5 cards in there, which is
And some coasters.
Cool. Some coasters.
We need coasters for our
We do.
dinner, actually.
And they're usually a couple of £1 a piece.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm sure. That's amazing. It's a big giraffe. Oh yes, this was well worth the £20.
Has it got a price on it?
I don't
I
know,
remember
but
seeing them, the papier
Yeah.
mache giraffes, but I'm sure like they're made in like Africa or something
Yeah.
like that as well.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
So there you go.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Pixie! I wasn't expecting that then.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know if they'll still have these in stock if this is your kind of thing, but obviously now you've got spoilers anyway, so maybe you won't want to.
But you might get something completely different.
Yeah, you might get something completely different. It was alright for 20 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah, brilliant.
I don't know if it was £100 worth of stuff, unless this is worth about 60, but...
I think they were quite expensive then.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I did very cool, I'm going to say.
I like the colours on
yeah,
it,
the colours
actually.
is really pretty. I'm a bit worried about it around the cats.
Yeah, well, we can put them up somewhere.
Yeah, we'll put it somewhere, it'll be fine.
Like it's got a little tail.
Yeah.
We'll find somewhere for him.
Oh, yeah.
It's cute.
That was a nice idea by Chester. They also did, if they still got them, I'll put a link in the description, but they did children's ones for £15 and adults ones for £20. Basically, I think they did children's ones in the past, they were really popular, but people said, can we have adult ones? So this time around, they did adult ones. Nice little idea, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we are now the proud owners of a paper mache giraffe. I like that box set, that little gift set. It was fun, and to be honest, the cats have had a good £10 worth of entertainment at the box it came in. Pixie was sleeping in it the other night. It's like paper in it and stuff, so she just beds down in there and Reggie attacks the paper. So yeah, they've been having fun. It's on the floor down here. This weekend's plans, I think we mentioned last week, we're going to go to the zoo tomorrow. Not a full video for the zoo this week because we did one for February already. We try and do one a month in full, if that. Sometimes maybe one every 2 months, depending on what's been going on or when we get to the zoo. Intention is that we get to the zoo for our benefit every 2 weeks or so, because it's a good chance to get some steps in and some exercise, so that's what we like to do. Unfortunately, we do sort of tend to eat quite a lot of food when we go there at the pub to balance it. But tomorrow we're going to eat somewhere else for a change. Thanks to one of our commenters who posted that the tiger video wall isn't live often, or well, it certainly wasn't when they were there. It's some video footage just cycling, so we will check that out though. You never know. And obviously as the months go on, the cubs will become more visible. I think in the first couple of weeks it'll be an absolute bun fight to see them, with photographers with gigantic lenses trying to get the first shots and all that, because I used to do it. But I'm generally more excited for the period between about maybe 4 and 12 months, when they're small and like cubs, but also super playful. So that should be really good, and hopefully we'll get some nice footage of them as the month goes on. Madam is once again being very needy this morning, aren't you, sweetheart? You hear her purring. You can hear her in it. She's proper rattling. Not quite as loud as Archie, but she's lovely when she's all purry and snuggly. We've had cat drama this week. Not our cats, but 2 people have reported black cats going missing in the area. So I've been setting my trail camera up in the garden, trying to see if I could spot them, and I've spotted one black cat coming in, but we're not sure if it's one of those. So we've popped a video up on the socials for that person to hopefully be able to confirm whether or not it's their cat, or at least give them an idea of where the cat's going. So one of the things I did sort was my minifigs. Me and Gemma went through a phase of collecting the collectible minifigs, and many of them are in here. So you'll see some of the Lego Batmen are there, and some of the sort of annually released Lego series of collectible minifigs. But there's also in here some sets for some Lego bricks from various Lego sets as well that I like, have just been thrown in a tub, and even an occasional Lego Stormtrooper in there. That'll probably be off one of the Star Wars sets that's ended up in here by accident. I'm not super precious about where the minifigs go. But yeah, I inventoried these all online on Brickset, and I apparently currently have 478 minifigs. That does include some from when I was a kid, which are in really rough condition now, just because, you know, they're well played with from when I was a kid. I thought that was one then. This is one of the sort of modern retakes on the classics Lego Star Wars. Sorry, Lego Space Figure. I'll obviously have a few more of them in those new sets I bought last week. Well, there's loads of stuff in here. There's another one from Star Wars. Skater Boy there, and a farmer. Got loads of the Disney ones as well. There's Buzz. And then some of the odder ones. This evil wizard. And there's what's his name? Sweet corn on the cob guy. There's a birthday cake boy there. There's loads in there. None of these, I don't think any of these are super valuable, the collectible sort of series of minifigs. They're usually worth about what you paid for them. Pixie's very interested in this now. That's Pixie knocking the camera out of my hand. Hey, sweetie. Oh, there's an older one. I'm not actually sure what set that came out of, but it is an older one. You can usually tell as well. Yeah, see the head has holes in it, which puts it at a certain point in time when they put holes in the heads because they thought it might help kids breathe if they swallowed them. Apparently they've stopped doing that now because it really doesn't make any difference. And if you go back even further, I don't have one to hand, the top will be like a solid stud instead of indented, and those are the really old minifigs. That's one thing I've done anyway. Round 2 on the Lego sorting. This is the Christmas Lego, so if you've been watching our channel for a long time, you'll know that we used to have on the Christmas vlogs an entire winter village made of Lego. Now we limit ourselves to a couple of sets a year, just because of space, but that's all the Christmas Lego, so that needs to be sorted and placed into one of these under the bed storage tubs. I do need to fully inventory these, but the one issue I'm probably going to come across quite quickly is I don't think the minifigs are in the right tubs, the right bags. So at some point I'm going to have to come back through, inventory it all, and then sort the minifigs into the sets that they belong in. Or possibly just have a bag full of minifigs and then all the individual Christmas sets. I feel like I might just end up doing that. But for today, I am not going to sort all of this out. I'm just going to get it stored away. I know it's the Christmas Lego, and I know it's all part of the same theme. And I also know that this madam here is very interested about this bag and wants to jump in frequently. It was actually surprisingly easy. There's mostly these are the sets, spare bricks, and just random bits of Christmas Lego, because if you buy the Christmas winter set you often get some random bits. So I'll probably keep these in this box and then transfer them over into another box for now, because once I've sorted these there'll be bits in there that I need to pull, or and then the rest of that can, in fact those are actually off the Saturn V rocket, but the rest of that can then go into the spare bricks tub. I did find an entire complete Lego Movie 2 Benny's what is this set? Benny's Space Squad, that was it. I seem to recall buying this in Florida maybe. And I got 2 of them because they got the classic minifigs in there. These weren't a particularly expensive set. But this is the reason why I wanted to move things into proper storage tubs. Can you see the boxes have been squashed because it's been at the bottom of that pile there? And inside there is another set of 24 Christmas builds and then loads of instructions, and obviously there's quite a lot of track around as well. So finally getting it all into a proper home seems like a good move to me, rather than just having it stored in a box where it'll get squashed. That's gonna end up in the spare bricks tub. That there's no value in anything that's in there as far as like keeping it in one big set like that. So we'll stick it in with all the other bricks upstairs. Probably even going to open up that space set and throw that in there. And of course I do need to find a proper home for these manuals, because some of these are from sets that have value, so it would be nice to keep them in a bit of a neater format than this. Maybe some sort of folder would be a good idea. I think we've got a document folder somewhere. If not, I can pick one up. All new stuff for her to explore. And I managed to squeeze the lid on, just about. I managed to get the rail track in there as well. Some of that track's from the Disney set, some of it's from the Winter Train set, and some of it I think I bought some extra straights. So it'll be from that. And you pretty. She's dying to rub her head against the camera. And when I talk about inventory and sets, this is probably going to be the challenge. This is my Lego from when I was a kid, and some sellotape. Just seeing that in there as well. Yeah, so there'll be, this stuff I've not really touched it for about a few years now anyway. But there's old sets in here. There's broken little bits that I need to repair, like this guy needs a new foot. He actually needs a new leg. These guys are quite expensive nowadays. They don't actually make those anymore. They were like a Technics Lego thing that they used to make. But yeah, there's all sorts in here, bits of cranes, and those pieces there, the brushes are really hard to get hold of, and they've got cat fur stuck in them and all sorts. And stuff's been drawn on when I was a kid, you know what it's like when you're young. But there is an entire shell garage in here somewhere. The test car I've already separated out and inventoried most of that. So yeah, this all needs a sort out, because look, I need to come back through and either replace or clean some of these bricks to build these old sets. I've had my eye on this garage on eBay. There's been a few going through that they're not complete sets, but one of those combined with mine would probably make a complete set. Oh, blimey. So about probably 3 hours ago, I thought I'll start putting some of these tubs under the bed upstairs, because they don't fit on the shelving unit that I wanted them to go on. So I've put some of the stuff from under the bed on the shelving unit and put some of the Lego stuff under the bed, swap them around. And then I was like, oh, there's some tubs under here, let's have a sort through. So we sorted them out. So that was a full bin liner full of rubbish. Then I hoovered under the bed, because it's not been done in years. It needed doing really badly. I hoovered all around the bedroom, in the corners, nooks and crannies. Cleaned the bedside cabinets off. Decluttered some more cupboards. Oh, I've not stopped. Shattered now. I've got to cook tea as well later and also do the pots. Oh dear, what a busy day. So I'm going to have a minute now and maybe try and get some pots done. I've still got more Lego to sort through and put away, but that's going to have to wait for another day because I'm absolutely bushed. Oh. Gemma's home and I caught you lying down.
I wasn't expecting it so quick, I was just TikTok.
It's all raw. Tonight's tea,
Wow.
It was a mixed grill that got a bit out of hand.
Yeah, it did get out of hand.
It does need some veggies or something on it though, doesn't it?
Mushrooms?
Yeah, but a bit of green wouldn't go amiss, would it? Anyway, enjoy, honey. Did you enjoy that tea, honey? Good. We're watching Avatar. We haven't watched it in a little while, and I'm sure at some point, I think it's in April, the sequel's coming on Disney Plus. I don't know if that's for sure, but I did a Google and that's what it said. Not seen it in a while. Still looks quite good actually, the CGI. There's a couple of times when you're like, it's aged a little bit, but yeah, the plot is okay.
The acting is awful.
The acting is off. Although he is like a proper good bad guy, to be fair.
He
He's
reminds me
terrible,
of the
but he's a
one
good
off
bad.
Small Soldiers.
Oh yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have a nice evening last night.
Yeah.
Good. Forgot to do the stout today. I'm gonna have to do stout Sunday. We're gonna go to the zoo now anyway. Have a little bit of an afternoon in the zoo, wander around and get some fresh air.
Yeah.
It's a nice day out there.
See the tiny cubs out there.
I doubt it. We'll see you in a bit anyway. Well, so much for the weather. It's gone all cloudy and I'm a bit cold. Sounds like a good excuse for coffee and cake to me though. Something like that. We'll see what there is to see when we get inside anyway. Maybe we'll grab a drink somewhere. Sounds like a good excuse for coffee and cake to me.
Didn't know you needed an excuse for coffee.
That is true. Got a nice view of the sleeping commandeer today. With little claws.
Your guess is where his head is.
Nice markings on them. Blimey, they're making quick work here. Zebra House is gone. Dick's, their housing's gone. And some more demolition down there. Not actually sure what that one was.
Thrown onto it?
Maybe. Yeah, fast work. Lots of trees come down as well. There's going to be a lot of changes here though, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of new trees planted as well.
Yeah.
Blimey, look at the warthog enclosure. Warthog. Whatever else was in here. Scimitar on oryx at one point, bongo.
Zebra.
Yeah, I think the path's going to be rerouted here though, so they'll be quite. You can see the blue things there. I wonder if they're marking where the new path will be. And the changes continue. All the trees over the back there cleared as well. Bordering on, that's like the edge of the current perimeter of the zoo, but not the perimeter of the land that they own.
No, it's a skunk.
It's a stunk.
There's one youngster we didn't manage to catch on our last visit. Already losing a humbug stripes. I nearly said hot dog stripes then. What's her name?
Nessa.
Nessa. Very sweet. And there's Mum.
Get the reflection.
And they do have the video wall set up with some video footage of the cubs here. These are the tigers. Can't really see them on the video too well though. Got one of the sun bears out today as well. orangs here. She does have a youngster with her. It's rolling.
One in that bush there. One there. No, one was rolling cold. Yeah, that one.
A hanging parrot here. Stopping in for a coffee. It's coffee time. Need coffee. Coffee? Yeah, go on. Washing a cappuccino down with a little bit of cake. Got a mint choc tiffin, and Gemma got this mango cheesecake donut. Have a quick run through bats. Of course, these aren't bats. These are Turkish spiny mice. So we probably won't be able to show you much in the bats today. Oh, these are cool. These are, what are these?
Barbary striped grass mice.
Barbary striped grass mice. Stripes are beautiful.
Ones on the nibbly foods as well.
Yeah, as predicted, you can't see too well in here with this camera, but you might be able to see the silhouette of a bat on a branch there. If I pop over here. That's one of the Rodriguez bats. Finally, we get to show the dogs in the new dog enclosure.
Oh, come and look. Another one.
Nice view of the park today. Got a youngster on the back there as well. Is the little tail hanging there? There we go.
She's obviously speaking and talking. Yes.
So come on, it's your turn. Take this baby.
Just a bit lower down.
Wow.
We've got Fossa Mum relaxing in the corner here. Looking very beautiful. And the youngsters are all over there flat out asleep. There. There's one of them. Oh, there they go.
All outside?
Ah, Mum goes after him. I've never seen this before. Oh, we were just stood here looking in this enclosure going, oh, we haven't seen a, what's the name, mountain chicken for ages. Yeah, there's one right there. It's a big one and all. I forgot to ask the question everyone will want to know the answer to. How was your cake?
That was lovely. It was really good.
Yeah, really nice that.
That was a £4.50 donut. That was worth £4.50.
Yeah.
Mango cheesecake, and it was vegan.
Came over to look at the giraffes and they've all just come out to say hello. And one of them just ran out as well, which is always fun. There's the youngster at the back there. Yeah, he's taking it all in his stride. People just left. Well, they all get in a car around there and drive home. I have to do a bit of a shout out to the volunteer at the II there. She was super enthusiastic about them, telling everyone how the female II at 39 is the oldest II in the world, as they only have a life expectancy of about 25 years. That was cool. Lions are all in the cat house today and relaxing. There's the girls. Typically, while we're not filming a full zoo vlog, we're going in all the places we don't go very often. We're going into the butterfly house, which we haven't been in for about 3 years probably. Oh, there's my first butterfly spot. Oh, one of them. That's very cool. You do have all these little food spots in here, so if you hang around long enough, you'll sometimes see them on these. And look at that one. This one, when it opens its wings, will be blue inside, much like the one that just flew past down there. That one. Gonna keep your eyes open in here as well. Look at this one hanging from the tree. If I can turn around and show its wings underneath, it's really pretty. There we go. Beautiful red colours. And there's another one. Some fresh ones in here, these have just hatched. Good day in the zoo?
Yeah, lovely.
And a nice walk around. Nice chat to someone who watches our vlogs as well, which was nice.
Yeah, one of the custodial staff.
Yeah. So with that, we're going home. We'll catch up with you there. I'm used to signing off at this point, but because this isn't a full vlog, we'll be carrying on when we get home.
Yeah.
So you never
There are lots of animals.
Yeah, really. It's a pity we weren't doing a full zoo vlog because we saw that many animals.
I know. There'll be
Anyway.
pictures up on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll probably do one next time we come. It'll be March.
Yeah, March.
Well, tonight's tea is what we're going to call the Mexican disaster.
The Mexican mess. There you go.
It's and the chicken enchiladas wouldn't come out of the tray they're supposed to cook them in. They basically flopped and fell out completely. And then that is the nachos. I suppose that's okay, but it's a mess. I hate when food goes wrong, so I'm quite angry now.
Watch out for on YouTube. When food goes bad.
All right, it was a mess. It didn't look appetizing, but it tasted really good. And I haven't even tried the chili yet. So
Very nice.
the nachos. Well, as we've continued into the week, it's now Monday. I've just finished work and I've started sorting more Lego. And this is another entire full tub. And of course Pixie is the chairman, has to check it all out, make sure everything's above board. And that does leave this third tub, which just has these bricks in it for now, and it's about a third full. There'll probably be more going in here because I've got more stuff on the shelves I need to put away. Hello.
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Happy Mondays.
Stout Monday, because we forgot to do stout today, and then we forgot to do stout Sunday. So we're doing stout Monday, and this week's stout is Rudgate York Chocolate Stout. It's 5%, rich, smooth, chocolatey. So I'll let you go first.
It's a bit watery, not
Bit
very
watery.
chocolatey.
What's your rating?
About a 2.
About a 2.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Let's see what the Stout Master thinks. Pix? Smell its chocolate. Have you ever had Young's Double Chocolate Stout? It tastes like someone diluted that by about half.
I've had Young's double chocolate stout and that's lovely.
Got nice coffee flavours to it.
Yes, it does taste of chocolate.
I think 2 is a bit harsh.
It's too watery.
I don't mind that actually. I'm going to go a 3.25 on this one.
I think
There we
Pixie's
go.
doing something to your laptop there
Yes, Pixie just stood on my laptop
twice.
And there she is.
Queen on a throne.
Queen on a throne in this case being the little
The kitten cat scratcher.
kitten
The
cat
kitten
scratcher.
scratcher,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're all too big fun. Eh? She's probably a bit upset because I've just realised I left the minifig tub in her bed.
Well, she was sleeping in the other bed. The
Oh,
cat
okay.
there.
Little cutie.
I think she likes Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, we're watching
She's seen Little Snake.
The Last of Us. Oh yeah.
Oh, weird that.
Mm. Something set her off. What's she seen?
It's Pedro. It's too old for you, Pix.
She likes a rugged gentleman.
That was funny.
Just
though.
wait, Pix. Mandalorian season 3 starting soon.
Yeah, she can't see his pretty face then though, can she?
Yeah.
It's covered. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we better move that, hadn't we?
Yeah.
There we go, sweetheart. Your bed is free. I bet she climbs on the box now, though. Told you. You're too predictable. Well, it is Wednesday, so we'll probably be looking at wrapping this one up today. It was a nice weekend. Gemma's at work now. I'm just on my lunch break. Parcel turned up. Having said I wasn't going to buy much this week, I needed some new shoes for work. So what I normally wear is the Dr. Martens. The previous pair I had was like a 3-hole pair of shoes. Not the most comfortable, to be honest, because I normally get the 8-hole boots, you know, the classic style. So I went online to look, and the prices of them has gone up. And they don't last, well, they last okay. They last about 3 years, I find, a pair of Docs. Although the last pair I bought probably about 5 years ago because of lockdown, not going into the office as much and stuff like that. Well, the price has gone up so much, I thought, well, what else can I get? Docs obviously make their shoes now somewhere in Asia, I think. So they've changed up this quite a while ago. They changed up the manufacturing process, but they do still make Docs in the UK. But they're like over £200. So I did a bit of research and found Soliver. This is a company that used to make Docs, and when Dr. Martens went to move in the production to Asia, carried on making Docs, but they kind of rebranded and changed the style up a little bit. So I thought I'd give these a try. These were 170 quid, I think. So they're not cheap, but I tend to find if you can afford it, buy a good pair of shoes, especially if you're on your feet at work and stuff like that. Or I'll probably end up wearing these for like if we go out to places and stuff like that. So let's have a quick look and we'll see how much like Docs they are. Yeah. Yeah, they're almost identical. The sole is slightly different. But the actual shape is almost identical. These are made in, was it Northamptonshire? So they are made in the UK. I thought they'd split then, but it's actually where the lace goes through the tongue. And that's a bit different to a pair of Docs. I was like, oh, that'd be a straight back if there's a split. But yeah, they look really nice, don't they? They've got the slightly shinier pair. They do a grease print one. So this company doesn't do as many styles as like Doc Martens does, because Doc Martens just does hundreds of different styles now. But they stick to the basics, and yeah, that's their style. Apparently, the soles on these can be replaced by a good cobbler. But when I did more research into this, the caveat of that was in America, which is actually a bit weird because it can be replaced by a good cobbler in the UK, but in the UK most good cobblers can also replace the soles on a pair of docks, whereas in America apparently that's not the case always. They're pretty decent then. Apparently the leather is a bit tougher than a pair of docks, so they will take a bit of wearing in, but they look nice. So that's me having absolute agony on my feet for the next few weeks as I try and wear these in 1 day a week, because I only generally go into the office 1 day a week. Let's check the other one. Yeah, they look pretty nice. Quite weighty though, even compared to a pair of docks. I've still got like my last pair of 8-hole docks. I use them in like the garden when we're doing the gardening and stuff like that, because you're not going to throw them away. The soles are a bit thin on them ones, but they're comfortable and they do the work. Anyway, I think we're going to leave it there, and we'll catch up with you next weekend. I think the intention is next weekend we might head into town, have another little afternoon session of beers and some food and stuff like that. We quite enjoy doing that on a Sunday. It's a nice chill thing, and plus we kind of combine it because we're walking all over town, trying different bars and stuff. We get quite a lot of walking in, so that's nice as well. A cheeky beer is a treat when we get to the end of the walks. So thank you for watching, and we'll catch up with you next week. Ta-ta.